Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Royale High Halloween Update 2023 and why so many people are disappointed about it. But before we get into that, I want to thank you all for the massive amount of support I've been getting on my TikTok. I really appreciate it. Editing Yasmin here. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry I keep disappearing off of the internet and coming back. I will try to post more consistently. I know I say that every single time I disappear, but don't worry, I mean it this time. But anyways, let's get into the video. So as you can see here, the Halloween update for Royale High 2023 is here, and Wickery Cliffs is back despite all the rumors. But a lot of people in the Royale High community are very disappointed about this update. First and foremost, the update was 17 days late. The candy bags that are usually free every single year now cost 10,000 candies. They only added 2 new items. There's a limit to how many times you can go apple bobbing. They lied about the Wismy Witch sleeves coming out. And I think that's just about it for all the main level controversies that are going on with this Royale High Halloween update. But if we ignore all of that, which is like 85% of the update is fine. The halo is very, very pretty in my opinion. Wickery Cliffs still looks beautiful as always. I will just say this. Overall, it has been not so great of a year for the Royale High community. There's been a huge decline in players. There's been a huge decrease in updates. And there's been a huge decrease in quality in the very few updates we did get this year. The only really good thing that happened for Royale High this year was the new school coming out. And I can confidently say the same thing about last year too. Nothing very great happened for the Royale High community last year, like at all. In like late 2021, everything just started to go downhill. We're nearing the end of the year. There's only 2 months left, and I want to say that I'm putting hope into 2024, but I don't think anything is going to help Royale High make a big comeback anytime soon. I still really appreciate and respect the Royale High devs, but this update is just it's just not it. When there's an update in Royale High that was like lazily put together or just thrown together and rushed, I try to be like, okay, we should be grateful they tried their hardest, but I don't feel like I can say the same thing for this update. I do not have much faith left to give, but I really do hope that maybe, just maybe, the Christmas update is a little bit better. I mean, the Christmas updates are never really that fun to begin with. Don't get me wrong, I love Christmas, but the Christmas updates for Royale High are never really that, interesting. For the developer's sake, because every time a bad update gets released, the amount of backlash they receive is really, really abundant, so I don't want that to keep on happening. I'm pretty sure we all know what Wickery Cliffs looks like by now, so let's go ahead and check out the new campus since that's nice and decorated for Halloween. Oh, look how pretty the castles are decorated. Are those bats? Let's go ahead and make a wish at the fountain right here. Alright, so once you wish into the fountain, you realize that your lunch break has started, so you walk into the new campus cafeteria for a delightful meal with your friends. You notice other students getting lunch, and you start strolling over to the lunch line until you hear a unicorn in a booth. New evening fall drinks, come get them now for free, they shout, so you feel enticed by the persuasion, and you walk over to the booth and ask the unicorn to see if you can place an order for one of the drinks. Sure. They show you the eye-catching beverages, and you decide to order the A. Pumpkin spice latte, B. Warmed apple cider, C. Cinnamon cranberry juice, or D. Caramel ginger fizz. Let's go ahead and look up the answers to get this halo because I really want it. It is so beautiful. Okay, so this story is by Cloudy Nights, and apparently to the guide I have pulled up, sadly you cannot get a halo from this story yet. But picking answer A has the best outcomes. So let's go ahead and pick it and see what we get. You carefully inspect all the drinks, but your final decision to pick is the latte. The unicorn quickly whips you up a pumpkin spice latte and flawlessly gives it to you without any mess or anything. Thanks, you say. No problem. I hope you enjoy it, the unicorn says. You cover the top of the drink with a small napkin in case the drink spills, and you head outside to the locker courtyard. You sit down at a nearby table and admire the beautiful evening fall day while you take sips of your drink. Butterflies glide in the air and you hear the chirping of birds. You check the time to make sure you aren't late and see that you have 5 minutes to get to class, so you throw your drink away and get ready. You don't gain or lose anything, although you get to enjoy a perfect lunch outside. Okay, so I didn't get anything from this story, but I'm just glad I didn't lose diamonds. Okay guys, so right here when you walk in, there is actually a bowl of candy that you can collect. I just collected it, and I think there are multiple bowls around the campus, so let's go ahead and look for them. Let's go ahead and check the front office. Okay, so I found 2 more locations for candy bowls. There is one right here in the teacher's lounge next to this microwave. There's also one on Poppy's desk. And the last one that I'm aware of, there might be more, I don't know, but it's right here in the rainy day classroom on the desk. Now that I've basically checked out everything, I'm going to give you all of the Royale High Halo answers. So the first story I'm going to be going over is by Buttermilk Pancakes Q3. So for this one, you cannot get a halo from this one, sadly, but I'm sure you will be able to later on in the update. But I would recommend choosing option C since it has the best outcomes. The next story is by AYU_K. This one you also can't get a halo from, but I would recommend choosing option C since it has the best outcomes. The next one is by Love Kai, and actually 2 options could get you a chance of getting the halo. Those are options B and option C, but I think option C has better outcomes if you don't get the halo, so I would recommend choosing that one. The next story is by Kendry21. This one you actually can get a halo from by choosing option C. The next story is by K to the Bert. Okay. I recommend choosing option A for this story, but you cannot get the halo from it, unfortunately. The next story is by OMG, it's _Katie, and you cannot get the halo from this story, but I recommend choosing option B since it apparently only has 1 outcome. The next story is by The Holly Days, and you can choose any option for this story because they all have good outcomes, but sadly you can't get the halo from it yet. The next story is by Kitmani, and options B or option C could both get you a chance of getting the halo. The next story is by Asteroids, and you should choose option B because that could give you a chance of winning the halo. The next story is by Oh Cloudy Nights, and this is the story that I got earlier in the video, and as I said then, there is no halo option for this story just yet. And these other 2 stories cannot get you the halo, but I recommend for the first one, you should choose option A or option B, or even option D. And for the second story, I recommend you choose option D. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never ever miss a video ever again. I have some of my socials linked down below, so make sure you go follow those. And I will see you all in my next video, whenever that is. Hopefully not a month from now like all my other videos have been. But anyways, bye!